Hello there, this is Cindy at cindybedesigns.com. Welcome to today's video using the brand new Occasions catalog. I have a note card and boy, this is going fast. We're going to be using the Stampin Blends today, Calypso Coral and Old Olive, both the dark and lighter shades. That is a new Lovely Wishes stamp set. It's a two-step stamp set. Those are the images that we are going to be using. I have my Memento Tuxedo Black, again the note card, fast fuse, snail, washi tape, snips, and then some gold thread. I have my stamping pierce mat because this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to be laying out the cardstock. Now this comes in a pack of 20. And when you use blends with them, it is going to bleed through because it is 80%, and I'm going to let you know when I color some issues that I ran into. So I'm just going to grab that Post-it tape up there and tape the top down since I want part of the images to hang over the card. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my images with the Memento Tuxedo Black, which you need to use when you're using alcohol markers, and go ahead and get everything stamped up. There's going to be up and out. There's going to be two different images I'm going to be using on the card. That's going to be one of them. And I'm going to go around the front of it and try to fill as much of it in as possible. So I'm going to get all that stamped out. I should have put that one in the middle a little bit because I did want a fuller card, but it turned out okay in the long run. So I'm going to go ahead and finish getting all those images laid down for you. And then we are going to start to color. Now that I have everything laid down, I'm going to be taking the light Old Olive marker, and again, this is 80-pound weight cardstock. I like using the brush tip as opposed to the nib with this because I wanted some on that tulip that you've seen me coloring there. I wanted to use the brush end because I wanted it a little bit lighter, and I am going to use the dark marker on this, whereas the other leaves that you see to the left, I just went ahead and used the brush. With the nib, you get a little bit darker color. So now I'm going in with the dark, and I'm just going in and adding some highlights a little bit. I'm really trying to stay away from the edges because it is going to bleed out just for the simple fact that it is 80-pound weight. And with blends, you really want to use the Thick Whisper White. So now I have the light Calypso Coral, and I'm just feathering in some color. And again, you can see I'm trying to stay away from the edges. I'm going to mess up here in a minute with the darker. There you go. And then I'm just going to, once again, feather that out a little bit. And I'm going to come in with the blender pen and lift up that mark right there. I like to dab it or push it back up, and that's going to end up drying just perfect for me. You can still see a little bit, but it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and finish everything out here. I'm not going to use the dark Old Olive on those leaves. I want them a little bit lighter. And now we're going to hit up that little flower there, and I'm just going in the exact same way. I wanted to do one of each image for you coloring, and I'm not going to go ahead and do the entire card in front of you because it's kind of like watching paint dry a little bit, just doing the same thing over and over again. So once again, I'm just feathering in more color, blending it out, and making it look pretty here. So we're going to set that aside for a moment. I'm pulling in some Calypso Coral cardstock and stamp set, Lovely Wishes. I'm going to be stamping our sentiment out on that. I'll be taking it over to my paper trimmer in a few, trimming that up really nice. And then I'm just going to grab some snips and snip the ends. I didn't want to bother with a banner or anything like that. This to me was just easier all the way around. So now I'm going to be pulling back in my the card front basically. That's how it bleeds through. Grab a piece of DSP, cover it up. If you're cool with leaving it like that, by all means do so. My ink pads, I wanted to show you the Old Olive and the Calypso Coral. A lot of people will go ahead and cut those and put them down there, and I just turn it around so I can see the color looking at me. Weird, but it works. We're going to do the inside of the card real fast, and this is where we're going to be doing the two-step stamping. It lines up very well. So I'm using Old Olive, and I just went ahead and stuck with the Memento Tuxedo Black. And I'm just going to basically lay down my color. This little flower image up here on top, not quite sure about where that went, but I threw it down, it worked. Our envelope is going to be pretty much the exact same way on the outside towards the bottom left like that, and once again, I'm cool with that. Watch your block where I messed up there. I have a sand eraser, got a lot off, but grab your craft pick and scrape the rest off, it'll be okay. There goes our inside sentiment, just letting the ink soak in a little bit. And there we go. Everything is colored up all nice, and you can see the great shading I have. I'm grabbing that gold thread right now, and I'm going to make a little thread nest and then lay it down, get it where I want it to. I have my sentiment strip with some Stampin' Dimensionals on back, and I'm going to peel that off and put it down. That's going to help hold the thread down as well. And you're going to see me blow it again because I want to sneak some washi tape up underneath that, where I really should have laid it down first and then put the sentiment strip on top of that. And that is from, I believe, I want to say the Basics too. It's in the annual catalog there. I end up tearing it in half and then sneaking it up underneath there, as you can see right there, because it was just way too thick. And then laid it down, checking it out, and there we go. There is our envelope, there is our card, and we are done. I'm just doing some real quick cleanup here. I hope there's not too much of an echo. It's kind of cold downstairs, so I'm upstairs in the kitchen with varying ceiling heights here. But I do want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you are inspired by this card. Please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. All the information and measurements and everything will be below in the YouTube description over at my blog at cindybdesigns.com. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. God bless and have a fantastic day.